Blessed good morning to you. It's about 9:15 and today is the 9th day of Lughnasadh. We're very much settling into what is autumn here in the west of Ireland. The Celtic calendar, of course, has these wonderful cycles year on year. So we have Samhain, which is the beginning of the year, and then we have Imbolc, and that's followed by Bealtaine, and finally we have Lughnasadh. And I think you can tell just from the images here on the video this morning, this is very much Lughnasadh. The land is recovered really well from the drought. Lots of water. And as you can see from the sky, the promise of more rain. I have a problem with both those gutters, which I have to try to fix. I spent an hour or so on a stepladder yesterday trying to fix them, but to no avail. So I may have to call in someone that I know who can possibly put some new gutters up. The leaf drop, of course, is from the drought. But if you look at the leaves on the trees, you can see a definite change. It's very subtle at the moment on most trees. But if we go down here to the front and we just pan across, you can see there's a very subtle change going on. And of course, if you look at the berries and the fruits, those are the real indicators. So here we have some beautiful rose hips from the Rosa canina, and this is actually at head height here, just slightly above head height. So you can imagine just how tall that Rosa canina bush is. Goes right up through the ash tree. So some beautiful hips. There's this beautiful sort of a milky sun in the sky as well, which again is very autumnal. And there's a coolness coming up from the earth, which again is unmistakable. And then there's a little bit of colouring going on there on the Virginia creeper. And the bird song is coming back. And there's a different tone to it. It's more subtle. Everything's more subtle. There's a sort of relaxing. You can almost feel the earth relaxing. That the sort of crazy party of summer is over. And she can just chill out. And the euphorbia, which grows almost like a bush during the summer, is just starting to flop a little bit. And then here and there's little fungi coming up. See this? So all these signs. Look for the signs of autumn. And of course Lughnasadh isn't strictly autumn in how we see it. Lughnasadh takes us through There's 3 harvests in Lughnasadh. So it's not just this one, harvest festival and it's all over and done with. It's much more subtle and there's much more of a flow to it. So the 1st of August would be the first harvest festival, the first Lughnasadh. And then you have a second one and a third one. And the third one, of course, ends at the end of October. And of course that fits in perfectly with how we view the harvesting of food. It sort of finishes in many ways at the end of October. Look who's listening to me. But you can also tell from the light. Look at the way the light is playing. It's softer. Like I say, the sun looks slightly milky in the sky. That's one of the beautiful things about getting out and walking and doing it frequently. It's the actual inner joy you get from noticing all the changes. And I think it also helps to put your own body into that beautiful sort of rhythm of the seasons. Of course, when I say that my image of Bealtaine Cottage on the first day that I saw it was not what those images on the website portray. It was of a cottage in the woods, and I've said that all the way through. And just standing here this morning, look at this. Is this not a cottage in the woods? And there's the beautiful berries on the cotoneaster. And again, that beautiful subtle light. You can see it now, can't you? And here we have more signs. Look at these little hazelnuts. Okay. So we have rose hips and berries and hazelnuts and apples and all these beautiful signs of Lughnasadh. And even fallen apples here. That little apple drop. So I'm spending the entire day working in the garden and making preparations for what's going to be happening next year. Blessings to you all.